Yesterday I went into my room on my bed and I did a somersault. And I went to the one corner of my bed. I have a double bed in my room. I went to the one corner and I knelt down and I just like leaned forward and went with it, and I saw the room just turn upside down in front of my eyes. And I was going, diagonally across my bed to the other corner, the opposite corner, and that corner is against the corner of my room, against two walls. And so I put my two pillows in that corner, so when I landed, I just landed into this big fluff of like soft and comfort and white, and it was so comfy. I just burst out laughing. I was laughing so much. I just felt so great about myself. It put me in a great mood, and it was just great. And the reason I did this was that 10 minutes previous, I had been in the living room. I had been laying on my stomach on the ground because my cat had been sitting underneath one of the armchairs in the living room. And so I was sitting there, hanging out with my cat. And I was just struck with this urge, this whim, one of those whims that you usually just let float away, but I just grabbed onto it. I was struck with this whim that I wanted to do a somersault. And I grabbed it, I went with it, and I got up and I went to the other side of the room, and we have a hardwood floor, but it had a rug on it, but it was a hardwood floor, so it was kind of hard. And I kneeled on the ground, and I like leaned forward and put my head on the ground, and then as soon as my head was on the ground, I just like couldn't move forward any more than that. I tried over and over and over. I tried over and over. I just couldn't do it. I would get too scared, and I would start laughing. I would just like keep laughing. I was so hysterical. It was so funny to me that I was so scared to do a somersault, and all I could think of was that I don't remember the last time I've done a somersault. I was never very gymnastically inclined, if that's a word. It should be. Yeah, I just have no idea when. It was years ago if I've ever done a somersault, and I just really wanted to do it, and I wasn't giving up. And my cat is sitting under that chair still, watching me like I'm an idiot, because I'm sure I look like an idiot sitting there like curled up on the ground trying to lean forward and not able to do it. And the most I could do, I like propelled myself forward, but I couldn't do a real somersault. I just like landed on my side and was laughing hysterically. And I refuse to give up though. I really want to do it. So I figure maybe if I go in my bed, like a softer, more comfortable surface, I'll be able to get over that apprehension of fear, and I'll be able to do it. So I get up and I run across the house to my room, and I close the door behind me, because I don't want my family looking at me like I'm an idiot, like my cat did. I don't know what I think they'll think, but I close the door. And I go in my bed, and I don't even think about it. I just lean forward and I do a somersault, and I land there, and I'm laughing so much. And I get up and I do it again. I do it again and again. I probably do it 5 or 6 times. And I'm just having like the time of my life doing these somersaults, and I just felt so great about myself. And what I was thinking about was that, I don't know if there's a moral to this story, but I went on a retreat a couple weekends ago, and one of the things I was talking about with my friend on the retreat, and thinking about outside of the retreat too, just thinking about recently, is that when I feel things, I like to like push them away and be like, no, I'm not feeling that. If I feel sad, I'm like, I don't have any reason to feel sad. I'm not sad. But it's so much better and so much healthier and so much, I don't know, just better to like own up to what you're feeling and embrace it and feel those feelings. If you're feeling sad, feel it, and it's not just sadness too. Like if you're nervous, like be nervous, like embrace it and be nervous. If you're feeling happy, like let yourself be happy. And that's kind of one of those resolutions I had after a retreat. And those resolutions you make are always so broad and vague, and this is such a broad and vague thing to decide to do with my life, to feel what I'm feeling and embrace it and own up to it. And I think I was a bit confused about how I was going to like put that in my life, how to actually do that, apply it to specific situations. And all I know is that when I thought, like, I want to do a somersault, I felt like I wanted to do a somersault, so I grabbed onto that, and I was like, yes, I want to do a somersault, I've decided. And then I did a somersault, like reacting to what you're feeling as well as owning up to it. And it felt really fulfilling. I don't know, it just felt great, and I'm really glad that I did that. I don't know where I'm going with this rambling speech. All I know is what I'm feeling, and I think everyone knows what they're feeling, but they don't like to admit it, But I guess all I can say is if you want to do a somersault, do a somersault, There's only so many things you get to control in your life, and I think, flipping around on your bed and laughing is one thing you get to control. So if you want to do a somersault, do a somersault, and if you want to, tell someone you love them, you should tell them that you love them. If you want to write a novel, you should write a novel. And if you want to put on your pajamas at 6 o'clock in the evening, you should put on your pajamas at 6 o'clock in the evening. If you want to start a ukulele orchestra, start a ukulele orchestra. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't know. This is what I've been thinking about. I keep thinking about this somersault experience, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. If you want to make a YouTube video, make a YouTube video. So, I did.